Shalom to the elect of Israel. Gotta give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the octave pushing the truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Aqua who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming into another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Now this is basically like a part 4 to Mystery Babylon is America. And this is a sound like a Jake who did this little short, like a 8-minute clip, 7 minutes and 50-second video showing you how North America is Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon. So, Lord's will be edifying. He go into how North America is Babylon, but he goes off about fleeing, okay? He goes off about fleeing from out of Babylon. So that is what got me to do this video, to add this video to my Mystery Babylon is America. So Lord's will be edified.
Okay, this video here is more proof that America is the daughter of Babylon. Now, this is the study that they came up with, and this is what they did. I'm going to play this video, and I want you to notice the people that's going to this. They will be migrating from all over the world into Babylon. And I'm going to start it, and I will stop it as I go. And each one of these dots you see each one is 10,000 people. And this is the time period between 1820 to 2013. And here are the people coming into the daughter of Babylon. And you can see here in the 1800s, it's slow. It's a slow, but as it goes, it steadily picks up. You see it right here. It's picking up. And it continues to pick up as it goes. And these are the people coming from all over the world into Babylon. All different nationalities. Look at these dots. Again, 10,000 people per dot. And as it slows down here, and watch the pickup. It starts to pick up again, and then it's just going to be where we are now. The most people, look at it. Look at this. You cannot do this. Here's the point. Look at all of this. You cannot do, for those people that believe that, for those people that believe Saudi Arabia, Mecca, which is crazy, it's ridiculous, it's redundant, that you would think, I hear it over and over, that place, Mecca, is the daughter of Babylon. Even the Vatican. People are not flocking to these areas. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's crazy to even think that. You lost, you blind. I'm sorry. There's no, if you can't see this, I'm sorry for you. Look at it. You can't do this with those others that says the Vatican, the Roman Catholic Church. This is astounding. Now look at it now. Now we're up to 2008, and look at the number of people that's flocking into this land. This is unbelievable. In the total number, 79 million people moved to the U.S. between 1820 to 2013. Now, what interests me, I would like to see the people that have moved out of America and into other parts, because that number, that's going on also. These people that going in there, they don't know what they're in for. They don't know what they're heading for. Now, let's go to the scripture really quick. This video won't be long. Jeremiah 50, and 37. Look at this. A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots and upon all the mingled people. This is Babylon. All those people you just saw, all the mingled, mixed people that are in her midst. And they shall become as a woman. A sword is upon her treasure, and they shall be robbed. Again, this is crazy. It's absolutely crazy to think that that's not the place that the scripture is talking about. When we see all those mixed people, all those mingled people that's in that land. And another thing, people say, well, I have to cover this so many times, and I'm gonna show you this. You have to flee Babylon spiritually. Let me go back to verse 16. Let's see about this. And I know I've shown this. Let's go to verse 16. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, for fear of the oppressive sword. They shall turn everyone to his people, return to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his land. Okay, you say this is spiritual. Okay, so let's see what this land is. Let's go a little further here. I'm going to show you that this is not the 8776 Arax. The word here used is Arax. Anyone familiar with this word? This word is throughout the scripture. Land. So it's saying flee to this land, earth, whole earth, inhabitants, land, country. So this is what Jeremiah is saying, flee to his own country. This is talking about fleeing to a land, from one land to another.
And see, this why I gotta cut this devil at. Okay, he sound like a Jake. Okay, he got a zeal, man. He got a zeal, but not according to the knowledge, man. Because he talking about we gotta flee into another land, man. Okay, the Lord say he will bring the nation of Israel, the elect, and the 1/3 that get salvation. He will bring us into the land. He will bring Israel, the elect, into the promised land, man. The Lord ain't saying nothing about flee. You see, this where Jake don't have the complete understanding, man. Okay? This, what I was talking about. This is why I did this video. This is why I'm doing this lesson.
Territory, district, region, tribal territory, piece of ground, land of Canaan, Israel, inhabitants of land, even have Shaul, and the land about return, the underworld, about in the earth.
Yeah, that's enough of that, man. This is confusion, man. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not the author of confusion, man. Point blank, period. So, let me read this. This is Micah 2:10. I'm gonna start with this, man, because I'm finna cut this Jake, man. He got a zeal, but not according to knowledge, man. This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword of destruction. This is not talking about flee into another country, man. This is not talking about, if you in North America, this ain't telling you to go move to Israel or go move to Central America or South America, man. This ain't telling you to go move to Jamaica or Haiti somewhere, man. This is spiritual, man. This is a spiritual thing, man. Now, how can you flee when the Lord say these his weapons of war, the weapons of his indignation shall rain down everywhere, man? Okay? The missiles are going to come down everywhere, man. So where you going to flee to? In a bunker with the elites? Or you going to go into the mountain with the elites? Where you going to flee to, man? Because the missiles going to touch every part of the earth, man. So what is this Jake talking about? This shows you these Jakes don't need to do nothing, man. Okay? They need to listen. Open up their ears and listen, man. How are we going to flee somewhere when the Lord have his weapons of war prepared to fly over the four corners of the earth? This is Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. The Lord said he have created the smith. What is a smith? A person that create weapons, man. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his works. And I have created the waster to destroy. You got a lot of Jake. I had a Jake come on my comment board talking about this talking about angels. How the hell is talking about angels, man? This has nothing to do with no angels, man. Okay? He said he created the waster to destroy, man. A waster is missiles, man. Okay? Let's get this. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. And my point is, I'm proving that you can't flee from no missiles, man. And I'm going to prove that. This is Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. This is how they used to fight in the ancient time, okay? Like when Joshua took down Jericho. They used to battle, man, okay? Face to face with swords and shield, man. Okay, again, Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man. Okay? This new war is this new battle is going to be with fire, man. Coming from what? The intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. This is Isaiah 13 and 5. They shall come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. This ain't talking about no damn angels, man. This is not talking about angels for you demon dummies that don't understand these scriptures, man. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come into destruction from the Almighty. This is not talking about no angels, man. This talking about the weapons of war, man. Okay? This is Zechariah. This is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this is proving that this ain't talking about no angels, man. This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. Okay? This is talking about all the ones that came up against you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitians. He said they shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, man. By what? Fire. Okay? This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay? This is talking about fire, man. From what? The intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Thus saith the scriptures. Let's get this. This is Job. This is what's going to happen to Esau Edom, man. This is Job chapter 20. And I'm going to start at verse. This is Job chapter 20. And I'm going to start at 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Meaning, when these Edomites try to push this RFID microchip, and they think they got everything all to the T, and they think they got their whole New World Order all set, ready to go, the Lord say this: in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Who is the hands of the wicked, man? Everybody gonna be at Esau Edom neck, man. Okay? All the nations is gonna be at Esau Edom neck, man. It say, every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Rain what upon him? Missiles, man. It say rain, man. Okay? He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of the steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of its body. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. What is drawn and coming out of the body? The Shilohs, man, where the missiles sit at. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. What fire? From the missiles, man. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. This is talking about missiles, man. Okay? You people don't understand the parabolic, the similitude, man. The Lord is telling you in Hosea that he speak in similitudes, man. Okay? This is Joel chapter 3, Joel chapter 2, Joel chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at 3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, nothing shall escape them. Nothing shall escape what? The missiles, man. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses. Now, this is what Joel seen, the same thing what John seen in Revelation, man. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Remember, it said the appearance of them as horses and horsemen. Like the noise of chariots on the top of the mountain shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble, as a strong people settle in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. Because they're going to see the missiles and they're going to have a heart attack, man. Okay? People going to be having heart attacks when they see the missiles. When they see them coming, they shall run like mighty men. They shall run like mighty men. This is not going to be mighty men. There's going to be missiles, man. They shall climb the walls like men of war, and they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. Because the missiles going to get fired, and they are controlled by technology, and they are going to hit their mark, man. Every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Okay? So when they start to hitting their targets, they're going to do what they got. They're going to hit, and they're going to explode, man. And they're going to send that fire when you see like in Terminator 2, man. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the walls. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter into at the window like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? Only the elect, man. So what you going to flee from? The missile's going to go everywhere, man. Okay? You can't run from nothing, man. And I'm finna cut this dude with that too. Let's go to Deuteronomy 4 and 24. And it reads, hey, man, that's what these jakes need to listen, man. And stop trying to be deep like they think they deep, man. This is Deuteronomy 4 and 24. For the Lord Yahweh thy power is a consuming fire, even a jealous power, man. Okay? Now this is Isaiah 24 and verse 15. And it reads, this is out of the Lord's mouth. Isaiah 24 and 15. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord Yahweh in the fires, man. Even the name of the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, in the isles of the sea. The Lord said, glorify him in the fire, man. Okay? In the fires with an S, man. Okay? Because 200 million missiles is finna destroy this place, man. I'm going to read verse 18 to cut this. I'm finna cut this dude with this one verse, he's going to be cut to the bone, man. He talking about flee. We got to flee. No, man, this is spiritually, man. He talking about this spiritual. Why does it say land? He don't understand the scriptures, man. Okay, this is Isaiah 24:18. Listen to this. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the field shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in a snare, for the windows from on high are open, and the foundation of the earth do shake. Okay? Listen, man. Again, Isaiah 24:18. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the field shall fall into the pit. The Lord say what in 2 Timothy 1:7? He did not give us the spirit of fear, okay? But of power, man. The Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. So this is a cut to this. He sound like he's an Israelite. I don't know. He could be a Jake. But this is a cut, man. Isaiah 24:18, man. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the field shall fall into the pit, man. Okay? This time I'm fleeing out of Babylon spiritually, man. Not mentally, not physically, man. Not literally. This is talking about spiritually, man. I don't know this brother, I don't know who he is, but his page is Yahuwah is one. Okay? He ain't even pronouncing the Lord's name right. Okay? He got YHUAH, man. That's not the Lord's name, man. Okay? The Most High name is Yahweh, man. And his son name is Yahweh Shah. So this guy's cut, man, just from Isaiah 24:18, man. The Lord said, anyone that fleeth from the noise of the field shall fall into the pit, man. Because the Lord tell you in 2 Timothy 1:7, he didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. Okay, he didn't get the elect the spirit of fear. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. And how you going to flee from the missiles when they're going to be going to the four corners of the earth, man? But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That same noise in Isaiah 24:18, man. Okay? That same noise in Isaiah 24:18 that the Lord say, if you try to flee from this, you're going to fall into the pit, man. Okay? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein shall be burned up. So what is this dude talking about, man? How you going to flee from missiles when they are going to go everywhere, man? This is Jeremiah 51:44. And it reads, and I will punish Baal in Babylon, and I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he hath swallowed up, talking about Esau, Edom, and the nations shall not flow together any more unto him. Yet the wall of Babylon shall fall. My people, this is what Yahweh Shah saying, my people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord. How do you do that? Isaiah 55:6, man. Seek the Lord while he may be found, man. Call upon him while he is near. Psalm 124:8 say, our help is in the name of the Lord, man. Okay? Our help is in the name of the Lord, man. So this, hey, man, Jake don't understand what they be reading, man. Okay, then you got Revelation 9:15. It tell you that 200 million missiles, man. The same one I read in Joel, man. It said they will be like horses. They will be like horsemen. Okay? Matter of fact, let me read it. This is Revelation chapter 9. Revelation chapter 9 and verse 15. 16. Revelation chapter 9 verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen, same thing it said in Joel, were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in the vision. Okay? Let me go back to Joel real quick, man. Let me go back to Joel real quick. Got to read this, man. Got to, man. Hey, man, you can't make this up, man. This is the scriptures. Like the brother and I Kemp always say, you can't make this up, man. This is Joel chapter 2 and verse... Let me find the verse real quick. Let me see. Joel chapter 2. Okay, in verse 4. It said, it reads, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. It says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses and horsemen. So it's not talking about horses and horsemen. The same as what John saw. Joel and John saw the same thing, man. Read this again. Revelation 9 and 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, which is 200 million. And I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. Talking about the warheads that's on the tip of the missiles. And out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was the third part of man killed, by the fire, by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth, because of the warheads, which is going to issue out many missiles, and in their tails, which is how they get propelled. For their tails were like unto serpents, how they move, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Okay? This is talking about missiles, man. Now this is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 12, and it reads, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, meaning a gigantic chariot like you see it on Independence Day, man. And their enemies beheld them, and at the same hour was a great earthquake. And the 10th part of the city fell. The 10th part of the city is talking about North America, man, okay? Because guess what? From 0 to 9 is how many numbers? 10. Okay? From 0 to 9 is 10 numbers. Every state has a zip code or area code. Every state has a zip code and area code starting with 0. One state got a 0. One state got a 1. One state got a 2. All the way to 9, man. Okay? 0 to 9 is 10 numbers, man. Okay? Every state has a zip code or area code starting with from 0 to 9. So this say, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of the men 7,000. The remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven. It say in the remnant, which talking about the elect, man. Okay? Because why? They was beaten up into the chariots, man. And they was glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They will give glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. For being delivered, man. Okay? How the hell can you flee from 200 million missiles, man? This is my point of this lesson. This guy here is bugged out of his mind, man. Now, when I went into Jeremiah 51 and 45, it said, my people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua. It said the same thing in Isaiah 51, verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this the time of the Lord's vengeance, he will render unto her recompense. Now, it said the same thing in Micah 2 and 10, okay? Flee out of the midst of Babylon, man. This is not, it is polluted, it will destroy you with a sword of destruction, okay? Flee out of the midst of Babylon, man. This is talking about us. Matter of fact, let me get it. This is Jeremiah 5:1. And it reads, Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know, and seek in the broad places, meaning the highways and hedges thereof, if you can find it, man, if there be any that execute judgment, that seek the truth, and I will pardon it. So we supposed to be trying to wake up our brothers in this truth, man, okay? We're waking up our brothers in this truth, man. And I'm going to play one more video. I'm going to play one more video, Salaki, for that. Matter of fact. I don't even want to play that. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to close out and I'm going to start another lesson with that video. Because I'm already at 31 minutes. So what I'll do is, I'll start another lesson on that. Hey, so Lord's willing, this is edifying. I got to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Akwa who are listening and learning. Hey, shalom to you elect brothers out there, man. Keep pushing. Shalom.